Hello viewers, welcome back to my English class. In continuation of the tenses, today I am taking up future continuous. So first structure, as usual subject plus shall or will. Along with shall or will, you must use here be. So we can say shall be or will be plus present participle form of verb plus object. So first I will write the structure. Subject plus shall be or will be plus present participle form of verb plus object. So this is the structure of future continuous. Look once again, subject shall be or will be plus present participle form of verb plus object. So some of you may have doubt, present participle form, this is future tense. So I gave the answer to that point in the earlier video. Whenever we use shall or will, of course be also here. So shall or will refers to future action or future tense. So the verb is the same, present participle form of verb. Not only here, in all the continuous tenses we should use present participle form of verb. There are 6 continuous tenses, present continuous and present perfect continuous, past continuous and past perfect continuous, future continuous and future perfect continuous. In all these tenses, the verb is common, that is present participle form or ing form or verb for, V4. So, you can remember it easily. In all the 6 tenses, the verb is the same, that is present participle form or ing form or verb for. So, now take the subjects I and we plus shall plus be. Shall be take one verb also, attend, attending, attend plus and attending the meeting. Next, you, he, she, it, all these are the pronouns and nouns. Noun in singular, noun in plural. So with all these, we must use will be plus do plus ing, doing the work. So take the sentences. I shall be attending the meeting. We shall be attending the meeting. So common verb is taken, attending. Next, you will be doing the work. He will be doing the work. She will be doing the work. It will be doing the work. They will be doing the work. Noun in singular, you can take any noun. Rajesh will be doing the work. Noun in plural, you can take any plural noun. People will be doing the work. So like this. So practice it thoroughly. This is the basic pattern of future continuous. I'll give some more examples. Some more examples are here. I shall be waiting for you. So I subject shall be. So that is the structural aspect. Waiting, present participle form. So subject shall be or will be, present participle form plus object. So basing on the structure, you can write many examples by using different verbs. So I shall be waiting for you. We shall be hunting in the forest. We subject. So shall be must be there. Hunting, present participle form, ing form of verb. We shall be hunting in the forest. You will be watching TV. So I, we, over only shall be used. And with all the other persons, we can use will or will be. So you will be watching TV. So observe present participle. She will be talking to her friend. She will be talking to her friend. Vishal will be running in the ground. So running, will be running. They will be swimming in the pool. Swimming, present participle, and of course will be there. Sandhya will be sending a message. Will be sending a message. So like this. So in all these sentences, observe the verb, present participle, waiting, hunting, watching, talking, running, swimming, sending. And shall be or will be. So this is a structure and these are the general examples. So practice it thoroughly. Next we will take up the other two formats. That is interrogative form and negative form. Next, interrogative form of future continuous. So it's also easy. Simply, you should change the place of shall or will only. Be must be there. But be cannot be shifted. So, interrogative form. Interrogative form. First, yes, no questions, first type. Shall or will plus subject plus be plus present participle form plus object. So, shall or will plus subject plus be plus present participle form, that is ing form, or we for plus object. Second question, second type of question, WH word. WH word plus same pattern. Shall or will plus subject. Sometimes subject may be removed plus be plus present participle form plus object, and object also may be there and may not be there. Next to negative form. It's also very easy. So along with subject, we should use shall or will plus not must be there plus be plus present participle form plus object. So should remember not, shall not or will not plus be plus present participle form plus object. So we'll take one example. I shall be playing a match tomorrow morning. I shall be playing a match tomorrow morning. Just to change the place of shall. Shall I be playing a match tomorrow morning? Shall I be playing a match tomorrow morning? That is yes, no question. And other type of question. When shall I? You can use the WH word when. When shall I be playing a match? And tomorrow morning must not be there. When shall I be playing a match? That is WH question. And negative form. I shall not be playing a match. I shall not be playing a match. Shall, and we should use not. So, shall not. I shall not be playing a match tomorrow morning. So, this is one example, and I will give two more examples later. Some more examples for interrogative and negative forms. So, first once again look at the structure. Subject shall be or will be plus present participle form plus object. So, basing on that, you can write example like this. I shall be waiting for him in the college. So, this is in the affirmative form. See, Rohit will be participating in the party. So subject shall be or present participle form plus like, and here will be. So shall be, will be, you can use like this and in both the sentences present participle form. Now how to make it interrogative form? I explained in the structure. Just to shift that shall, only shall. Be must be there before the verb always. So, shall I be waiting for him in the college? Shall I be waiting for him in the college? Only one simple change and you will get a new sentence. That is a question. Interrogative sentence. Yes, no question. This is first type. Yes, no question. Shall I be waiting for him in the college? Yes or no. You can answer either way. Next, interrogative word. WH word. You can use the word where. And same pattern. Where shall I be waiting? For him. Where shall I be waiting? Interrogative word, WH word. Where shall I be waiting for him? And answer, I shall be waiting for him in the college. So where shall I be? So this is the pattern. Where shall I be? This is the pattern. So you should practice it. If you want to use it freely in your day-to-day conversation, practice it thoroughly. This must be framed in your mind. The structure must be framed, formed in your mind. That is called habit formation. When we want to use one particular usage automatically, we have to read it thoroughly, practice it thoroughly, then we will get a sort of habit formation. Once that habit formation takes place, automatically we can use that particular aspect freely in our day-to-day conversation or writing. So take the other. I shall not be waiting for him in the college. I shall not be waiting for him in the college. Shall not be waiting. So this is the pattern, negative aspect. Negative form of that sentence. Next sentence. Rohit will be participating in the party. So change the place of will. So yes, no question. Begin with will. Will Rohit be participating? Will Rohit be participating in the party? So question mark. Will Rohit be participating in the party? Next to WH word. Here you can use who. Who will be participating in the party? Who will be participating in the party? Answer will be Rohit. So we don't use Rohit here as the subject. Who will be participating in the party? Next, negative form. Rohit will not be participating in the party. Rohit will not be participating in the party. So this is a negative form. So in this manner, you can practice first affirmative form, next two types of interrogative sentences, next negative form. So we'll take the usage in the next video presentation. Thank you.